So the gift pack is, we actually had the clients, they were coming in, they're like, I don't drink beer. It's a birthday of one of my best friends and he's crazy of craft beer, so give me something. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna prepare that gift box. So this is normally for the birthdays, the people that take it. It can be used for any occasion.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to All Beer Inside. I'm your not-so-humble host, Carp, and today we are remaining in our home area, specifically NDG in the island of Montreal. And joining me today is Mehdi from Sainte Bière Beer Store. Thank you very much for hosting us today. Appreciate this.
Thank you for passing by.
Can't wait to hear about your 1 year anniversary and your beer store.
Thank you.
So what led to the creation of Sainte Bière? I
started brewing beer before the pandemic. I mean, I'm a home brewer. It's so fun. I like it. I like the process. Before that, I was a lot into tequila because of my wife. She's Mexican. So I like the process, basically. So we started with my brother. We started brewing beer at home. When pandemic hit, well, we didn't have much to do, so it was brewing. I mean, we were almost brewing 1 beer per week.
Yeah.
So, like most of the Quebecers that they travel to Gaspésie, we also traveled to Gaspésie, and I had the opportunity to find out absolutely delicious beers from Quebec. So I really fell in love with the craft beer. When I came back home, I was like, where can I find these beers? Especially in my neighborhood. I mean, I live in NDG, and it was always so difficult to find the good beers. I searched a little bit. I found out that there was a shortage in the neighborhood, and I decided to open the store. I shared the idea with my wife and my brother, asked them if they wanted to be in the journey. They accepted, and here we are, a family business. We manage the business, 3 of us. My brother and I have another job on the side. And I mean, this is on the side, that one is the main job. But it's a lot of fun. I mean, we enjoy it, chatting with the people, talking about our passion, and sharing the experience.
I mean, we're at 99% where we've just seen people enjoy craft beer. There's always going to be an off, clearly, but just craft beer is like the people, and it's supporting a local business. And so yourself, people are supporting your business, but you're also supporting local businesses by selling local coffees, local chips, your glassware, your beers. So that's the most important part, is we're all about supporting a local. And I'm assuming all Monkland is busy. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's very busy, and as you mentioned, the people of Monkland, they are so proud of being NDGer, and they really support the local business. During the pandemic, it was even better. Yeah. I mean, it was, I guess, the slogan everywhere that they support the people. They were supporting the local business. It's here is the same. I really like it. We really don't need to go out of our neighborhood to look for something. Everything exists. Just need to dig and find it.
So Sainte Bière, obviously, because there is a Sainte Bière, but why Sainte Bière and not, Monkland or Brasserie Artisanale or Bière Artisanale Monkland or anything, or Bière Artisanale NDG? Why Sainte Bière?
The name, I mean, it was a quite accident. I mean, we listed some alternatives. Played with the combinations, and it came out of the blue. It was not really meant to be Sainte Bière, but I mean, it was just an accident. I brought it up to my wife and my brother, and they really liked it, and we went from there. I mean, yes, today we are in NDG. Who knows, in future maybe we can open another store somewhere else. So the name we wanted it to be so generic. So yep.
That's what I understand, is having a beer store in Quebec, you actually have to have more than just beer on your shelves.
More than?
More than just beer, so you had to have chips, you had to have
Absolutely.
snacks
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
That's a law, and we need to respect that.
Yeah.
That being said, coffee also is one of my passions. I mean, I love drinking good coffee. The taste, flavor. I'm really not a connoisseur, but
Yeah.
I enjoy drinking good coffee.
So you mentioned you home brewed at first. What made you decide beer store and not try to open a brewery?
It's very complex to open a brewery. I mean, it's another ball game, brewing at home versus brewing in a brewery. I love it. I love it. But I mean, it's not the same. It's not the same. And as you mentioned, our store is quite small. I mean, it's not a huge store. We have a lot of variety, but I mean, I didn't want to gamble my life either. I mean, as I said, I have another job that I like. I wanted to have something for fun. So we started with the store to see how it's going, and then we will see in the future. But I mean, it was easier for us to manage.
Now, clearly opening it in Monkland, you're one of the only ones now in kind of this area on NDG. Some roadblocks and difficulties you ran into just from finding a location to a place you were happy with. Was the city of Monkland welcome, or the kind of main, because Monkland is, you know, a business area where people are very welcoming of having you here.
The difficulty was to find a location. I wanted to be on Monkland. I didn't want to go elsewhere. And on Monkland, it's difficult to find an empty spot. The business, they are all successful, and almost none of them, they close. So it took me quite time to wait and find a good location. Other than that, I mean, it's alcohol. We are in Quebec, and there's a lot of limitation with that when alcohol is in play. Currently, for instance, one of our biggest difficulties is delivery. I mean, we cannot deliver to our customers when it's during the winter time that it's like -30, -35. I guess nobody's gonna come out to buy a beer. So these are the difficulties, part of life. But at the same time, for now, we are enjoying what we are doing.
Yeah, that's great. Now, that's one thing that I think we need in Quebec is that the stores and the brewery should be allowed to deliver. Big time.
Exactly.
That's my personal thing because I'm lazy and I want my beers brought to me. So that's the helpful part. Awesome. So let's say you have somebody who's coming from, you know, Old Orchard, which they actually have craft beers now, or the tavern, and they come by and they're like, okay, I'm going to grab a couple of beers to go home. But they're used to drinking like the big beers. How do you recommend beers to those people who are just used to drinking the big beers?
Very good question. I think that's the most interesting part of this job that I have. The first question that I ask the people, what kind of beer do you drink normally? I need to understand your taste. I need to understand with what kind of product you will be happy, right? So the people, they talk to me about the normal beer that they drink, about their experience, and about what they want to do. They want to drink the beer with the food or just straight. So if it's with the food, talk to me about the food. So I listen to them. I listen carefully. And after that, I suggest the beer to them. Honestly, the products that we have at the store currently, they are all good. They are all awesome. I have phased out the not quality beers. So whatever we have here, they are so good. After that is going to be your taste. I mean, you need to tell me if you like, for example, fruity beer, or you don't like fruity beer. Then I'll be able to position the best product which matches your taste.
Gift packs. What made you decide to make gift packs?
Yeah. So the gift pack is, we actually had the clients, they were coming in, they're like, I don't drink beer. It's a birthday of one of my best friends and he's crazy of craft beer. So give me something. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna prepare that gift box. So this is normally for the birthdays. The people that take it. It can be used for any occasion. Those are the good examples also. I mean, when I have such clients that they have no idea what kind of beer the person likes, I go with the generic beers. I mean, a Pilsner never goes wrong. I mean, a red almost never goes wrong. A bitter is always good. So I try to be generic, not going with a double IPA to surprise the person. So yeah, I mean, those gift boxes and all the design, the credit goes to my wife.
Okay.
She has more talent in that domain than me.
That's great. And the surprise packs, that's pretty unique. I don't see that very often where it's like, you don't know what the beers are, just grab them.
Yeah,
so
we actually did it yesterday for our first anniversary. We sold a lot of them. In those boxes, normally I put the beer that I don't have them on the shelves. So the people, they have no idea what's waiting for them. However, I categorize them. I mean, I have 4 Pilsner that the person knows that these are Pilsner and they are not IPAs.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I like the concept of like, here's a surprise beer. I've had, I've tried 5,000 different beers over the years. So it's like, okay, maybe I'll have something that I don't remember having a while back. And so that'll be like fresh in my mind again. So I enjoy that. Your logo with kind of the angel wings with the poured beer and the bottle, how'd you guys pick that logo?
So we have a very close friend. She's graphist. We talked to her. We talked about the name, the idea, and I sent her some example of what I had found on the internet. She took a week and she came back with us with this amazing logo, and I'm so grateful. She does a lot for us. She manages our social media, and I mean, I receive a lot of comments from the breweries, from the customers that our social media is well done, is well managed, and all the credits goes to her.
I see nice little pieces of art. Is that also your graphic artist, or?
No, this is one of our customers. She is actually a resident of NDG, and she presented that to us to see if we can sell for her. And yeah, I mean, we do a lot of collaboration basically with different home business based in NDG. Another example is that there is a lady on the west of NDG. She bakes the bread with beer.
Yeah. We've been trying to interview her.
It was absolutely amazing. The idea was so awesome. So we talked to each other, and she goes, yeah, I don't have much customer from the east of NDG, so let's work with each other and we help each other. Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, she baked a loaf with our beer. It was absolutely delicious. I mean, the people, they were coming here, we put it for the tasting. They were tasting that. They were like, how it is possible? Yeah. I mean, so yeah, we do a lot of collaboration with the local artists, with the NDGers, just to help each other.
Yeah, Broadway Beer Bread. She's
exactly Broadway.
Early on in the pandemic, I discovered her through Instagram, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to order one. And she's like, oh, send me an e-transfer, and I'll leave the bread on the front porch, but come and pick it up at this time, or it won't be good. It's like, okay, no.
So we have become the pickup point for them.
Okay, cool.
So basically, you can order with her directly, and then she brings the bread here, and you come and pick it up from here. And by the way, their pies are absolutely delicious.
See, and there, now I come pick up my bread, and then I buy a 4-pack, and then I buy something. So it's, it's a great way to do all this, and you having that collaboration with her and local artists. And you mentioned your beer is actually brewed at Labrosse.
That is correct.
Okay.
I love the beers of Labrosse. I really like the taste of their master brewer, Dan. We know each other very well. They know us, we know them. I fully trust him. So yeah, we brewed our own beer with them 3 weeks ago, and it's a huge success. I mean, good job, Dan. Thank you. He did an amazing job, and the people, they love that beer. I mean, they come back here. I mean, as you say, 4-pack, 6-pack of the same beer, and they enjoy it with this temperature. It's amazing.
Yeah. I know there's a beer store on Monk Boulevard in Villemard called Sainte Bière, and they were actually able to put a little patio out front. Would that be an option through the city, or is that something that you would like to do? Kind of work with Wag Dog and Le Cheese,
right?
And do kind of a food and beer pairing type thing.
I have thought about it.
Okay.
The problem is that our space is so limited.
Yeah.
I anticipate a lot of difficulties from Borough of NDG. I haven't talked to them. I haven't applied for any permit. Everybody talks to us about that option. It's in the plan. We will see to what point it's going to work.
It'd be nice. I mean, to me, Monkland needs to bring back the street. Like, now that we're hopefully past like the craziest parts of this pandemic, that we get to do street festivals again and stuff like that. You know, the reason Verdun, Wellington closed was to give people room to walk by each other. And to me, like, Monkland is a major street, but I'm sure you could close off certain sections to walk down. So,
man, you have no idea. we are counting down for that day. I mean, I think that's gonna help. That's gonna help a lot the local business. I have the customers that they live like 2 blocks from here and they haven't seen us yet. They don't know us yet. I mean, yesterday someone came in. He was like, "What's going on here?" I was like, "We are celebrating our first anniversary."
Yeah.
I was like, "I live 2 blocks from here and I have never seen you guys." We were hanging actually those balloons, and it was like, "Is a party here?" I mean, we need that. I think all the business on Monkland, they need that. Hopefully we can get back to those days that they were closing Monkland and we were having the concerts and a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Any future collabs you'd like to do? If there's any other breweries you'd like to brew a beer with, or work again with maybe another store on doing some stuff, like what are some other collabs you'd like to do?
There are a lot of good breweries that I would love to brew a beer with them. I would love to go with my own recipe. I have brewed a lot of beers. I like modifying the recipes to make something different, something new. Yes, they are in the plan. We work a lot with craft products. Yesterday we had actually craft ice cream.
Ooh.
There is an amazing local in Alexignon that they do the craft ice cream influenced by Mexican culture.
Oh,
the ice cream is just delicious. No added artificial ingredients. Everything is natural. Everything is delicious. Tequila ice cream. Have you heard about that? That was absolutely delicious. I mean, no alcohol, but I mean, we like to do those kind of collaborations. I was talking to them and I said, well, why not a beer ice cream?
Yeah.
I mean, it's something new. The people, they try it, they like it. The tequila ice cream was absolutely delicious. 0% alcohol. I mean, there is no tequila in it. It's with agave. But I mean, the same concept can apply to beer also. So the idea is to have some collaboration and to be creative.
Very
I mean,
cool.
the people don't like to get bored. They want something new. So that is the idea for the future.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I love about craft beer is there's always a brewery will have their staples, but they'll also have new beers coming out all the time. So it's like, okay. So for myself, like Quatre Origines, I love their Montreal State of Mind. But then each month they're making a new lager. Like it was the Czech lager this week, and then last month was the Mexican lager, and the month before that was the Japanese lager. So it's like, okay, cool. I can enjoy these lagers, but I can still enjoy, the Montreal State of Mind. Or with Labrosse, it's usually, it's always different for Labrosse, especially now since they started their lab series. Just like always a new beer with them. So.
Well, they keep their regular products.
Yeah.
I mean, Sanguesur, Gold Digger.
Yeah, Gold Digger's their big one.
Yep.
So, no, for sure. And it's just the variety on your shelves that you could constantly have. And like you said, people just want new things all the time. So.
That's right. It's so important. I mean, I have clients that they come in, the first thing that they ask, what's new?
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I haven't said nothing yet.
Yes. Yeah, that's the important part.
I mean, I don't want to get to the point that my customer comes in, what's new? This week I have nothing new.
So you've been on here a while. I know NDG has some actors, local Quebec actors, or sometimes they film around here. Have you had anybody famous come in? Because I know in the area they recently filmed the new Scream movie.
Famous? Unfortunately, no. In my domain,
okay.
I mean, in my main job, I had the famous people came in that I don't want to mention their name, but
there's no need for that.
I mean, I work for one of the biggest retailers in Canada, and the president of the company, I invited him to my shop. I know that he likes retail. I love retail. He knows retail, obviously, because he runs more than 1,000 stores now.
Wow.
He came in. He really loved the store with these digital tags for the price tags. He really fell in love with it. That's coming out of my IT talents. So yeah, no, I mean, we haven't had any actor, unfortunately, but we, to be honest with you, my customers, they are the best, the most famous participants of the store. So I'm so happy.
Speaking of those kind of regular customers, any funny stories that you kind of had where it's, you know, you had the guy who was not into craft beer and now he's coming in and spending $100 a week?
Yeah. I mean, we do a lot of tasting of different breweries. Once per 2 weeks, we do tasting, and I have the loyal customers that they are present for all these tastings. And to be honest with you, my expectation is not that they purchase every single time that they come here. I want to chat with them. I want to talk. We want to have fun. We want to share our passion. And guess what? Every single time that they come here, they purchase. And we have a lot of fun together at the same time.
That's great. I love that. So you're in your first year, but do you see yourselves doing like a reward program for regulars? Like, we give you a client number or a card and, you know, you'll eventually get $1 off or $2 off.
Yeah. We have actually a loyalty program.
Okay.
So I don't push that much. I think the most important part of that program is that you get notified when we have a tasting or we have an event. So I don't send that much email. I don't want to bother people that much. I know how painful it is receiving different emails. So I just send them an email when we have the event. And they collect the points on every purchase, and they are free to redeem whenever they want. We also have the gift boxes. We make some of them on demand. For different occasions, we have different ideas. The people, they like it. Last year, we launched the Advent calendar with 24 beers surprise, and they were fully surprised. Everybody loved them. I mean, loved them. They were the best beers of Quebec in that box.
Unfortunately, last year I went to 3 different beer stores near me, and all their advent calendars were sold out. I'm like, I'll just make my own from all the beer. I'll just grab random beers.
Oh, you know where to go?
Now I'm going to come here. So exactly. I'm assuming you take like pre-orders for them as well, stuff. So
yeah, we do. Yeah,
that's awesome. Love that. Awesome. So you're clearly very busy. Normal job. Let's say on Monday to Friday, and then here. But let's say you're finally able to take some vacation. Like, let's say 2 weeks to travel anywhere for a beer-based vacation. Where would that be?
My dream is, I am a runner. So in the past, before opening the shop, I was running the marathons, and I really love it. My dream is to run the marathon of Berlin.
Okay.
Which is like 3 days before Oktoberfest.
So you burn all the calories and then you put them all
There
back
you
on.
go. I'm having fun for a week.
That sounds like an interesting one. I would just personally go for Oktoberfest. I'm not running anytime soon, so I like that. That's cool that you kind of do it both. We'd spoken with an Instagrammer who is also athletic, and he travels to do a marathon. But then after the marathon, it's like he'll hit 5 breweries in the area.
Yeah.
So.
Listen, I've done in the past also. I've done tour of tequila, tour of scotch in Scotland. I like those kind of activities. I mean, even for wine, I'm all in if one day I can do it. Yeah. But I mean, one of the most interesting trips that I had was when I went to Gaspésie. I stopped in every single microbrewery.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so fun to find a region, spot the breweries, and plan your road trip based on those locations. And I would love to do it in other regions of Quebec also. We have a lot of good beers in Quebec.
Yeah, we're so I've said before, from Thunder Bay, Ontario, to where basically Ontario ends, to the Maritimes, and just add every single U.S. state attached to Canada. We have so much beer that in my own lifetime, I'm never going to be able to hit them all. And I mean, this is just, and people are like, well, no, I'm going to travel over. I'm like, no, you have beer right there in your backyard. You know, and you can buy beer here and drink it in your backyard. So just support a local place. You don't have to go to the store and buy the big, InBev or Molson. No, you could just come here. And yeah, you're going to spend a little more money. It is a premium product, but it's better in the end. And you're supporting a local business. And the money is staying in the province and staying in Canada. Or in the US, the money is staying in that state. That is what we're all about, is supporting local businesses.
It's so true. So true.
So you have a pretty unique setup. You go like coffee in the front, then the chips, and then the beers. How do you decide what goes on shelves versus what's in fridges? And then do you have like the reds, whites, etc., or is it just by brewery? Like how is your setup here?
Yeah, so the chips, they should be so close to the counter. Mm-hmm. That's a general rule of retail.
The Walmart trick. As I call
exactly. About the beers, we had a lot of discussions with my partners to how to categorize the beers. The problem with all the beers of the microbrewery in one place is that if you are an IPA lover, you don't want to go through 300 different type of beer to find the beer that you like. You're gonna get lost. So we decided to go with the type of the beer. So basically, reds together, IPAs together, stouts together. Mm-hmm. It's gonna give you an opportunity to be able to have two different products side by side and to be able to compare them. You can ask me the question, what is the difference between these two products? So it's gonna be easier for the customers. They really like it. We receive a lot of positive feedback from them with that type of categorization.
Okay. And then what goes in the fridge versus what goes on shelves?
Fridge, the most popular products, they go to fridge. It's quite random and based on experience. Okay. I mean, day one, we just chose some products, we put them in the fridge, and then now the products that you want to have them cold, mostly Pilsners and the IPAs, they go to fridge. There's a gym right beside us, and the people, they come out of the gym after the workout, they come here, grab a Pilsner, and they want to drink it right now.
Yeah.
And the IPA, obviously, because we can conserve them better in the fridge.
What's next for Sainte Bière, do you find? I mean, you're 1 year young. It's
obviously, we would love to expand. It's not easy with the main job that we have, but it's our target. I mean, we will see when we can make it happen. I don't want to lose this store. These people are lovely. The NDGers, I love them. Yeah. They like this place. It should stay alive. They come here to purchase the beer, but they come here to see us. We know that. We know this because we have discussion, we have fun. Again, we share our passion, the experience. I mean, they purchase a beer, they come back, we talk about how did you find it? Was it good? What was the flaw in the beer. So we don't want to lose this connection. For the future, we will see how we can make it happen. We would love to expand. Yeah.
If I could make a suggestion, the borough of LaSalle desperately needs a good beer store. Yeah. Having friends who live in LaSalle and don't get to conveniently enjoy a beer store, they need one in LaSalle. So that's just a suggestion.
Noted.
And I know LaSalle is trying. They're supposed to be developing a distillery area where the old distillery is, but we'll see. But right now we have stores like yourselves, and for myself, like Multi Hops, and now my videographer Phil has you guys now, and he's right on the other end of NDG, but still it's here. So that's the convenient part.
Yeah, and another thing is that I would love to have Sainte Bière beer in all the flavors. I mean, we started with the Pilsner, which is a quite common beer, but I would love to go further to have in each type of beer a brand, a Sainte Bière beer.
Well, you mentioned you were a tequila, almost like a tequila connoisseur. Could you see yourselves doing a tequila barrel aged something in the future?
It's gonna be amazing. It's a bit difficult because tequila only exists in one region in Mexico.
Yeah.
So having the barrel, it's a bit complicated, but yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Yeah, obviously. I mean, I've drank the beer aged in a barrel of tequila in Mexico, and they are so good.
I know I've had one, it was in Ontario, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it was like a tequila infused sour or something. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. So,
well, Le Castor, they made it once.
Yeah, that's probably it then. That's great. I've honestly got no other questions. I look forward to your future. 1 year in, clearly you've been very busy, like you said, just people are like, what's going on here? And then you have a new customer. So that's the most important part. I appreciate you taking time in your schedule to speak with us today. Let the audience know where they can find you.
Thank you so much. I'm really pleased to talk about my passion. We are on Monkland 5972, and you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Google, and we are here to share our passion with you guys.
So it's at Sainte Bière on Instagram and...
That's right.
Okay,
at Sainte Bière Montreal Instagram and Facebook Sainte Bière.
So we're going to add all that in the show notes. So give them a follow and come and check them out if you're in the NDG area or a little further out. Just take a little drive. Monkland's a very busy area, customer-friendly area. So come on down, check them out. As for us, allbeerinside.com is the website. At allbeerinside on all social media. And as I say at the end of all episodes, drink craft, not crap.